Super Cool Radio is making our debut here in the Motor City. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, as always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for tuning in to Super Cool Radio. I'm out front where the Detroit Tigers play, Comerica Park in Detroit, Michigan. We had an incredible show at the Diesel Concert Lounge. I had the opportunity to interview the Almas and Elsie Binx, and check out both of those interviews later on in this video. And before we dive into all the action, please like this video, hit subscribe, and make sure to turn that notification bell. That way you don't miss any new content from Super Cool Radio. So with all that out of the way, let's dive into the video.
Super Cool Radio!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Super Cool Radio. I'm your host, as always, Matthew Thomas. I'm here at the Diesel Concert Lounge in New Baltimore, Detroit, Michigan. I got some great guests joining me at this time. Kind of a full circle moment because it's the first band I ever interviewed for Super Cool Radio. And since it's our 5th anniversary, I think it's very fitting to welcome back Elsie Binx.
Woo!
Hello.
I know, I can't believe it's been 4 years since I've seen you. Over 4 years.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Which is, yeah, definitely very crazy. But I know we got quite a bit to catch up on. You guys have been very busy, so I know we got quite a bit to discuss. So before we get to everything, I saw, and people will see this because it's on our socials and YouTube, our 5th anniversary video, which was very fun. You guys sent in a clip for that. So how did that idea and the concept come about?
Okay.
Like 10 minutes before we filmed it.
Yeah, so I wanted to incorporate the Outkast song, Ice Cold. Like, you know, what's cool with it being cool? I had that part figured out. I'm like, well, how do we execute this? And Phil...
It's like someone can ask me the question, because this is similar to a real life experience that we've had.
Yeah.
But and we can tell that story in a sec. But
Yeah.
how I came up with the idea that like Johnny can ask me, what's cooler than being cool? And I was like, ice cold? And he's like, no, you idiot. And then somebody was like, he has to slap something out of your hand.
I think I brought up we should try a pie, but then it was like, it's going to be really messy.
Yeah.
And then it was like, all right, well, how about a bottle of water? And there it was.
And then
Yeah.
we didn't anticipate how many takes it would take.
Yeah.
I think that it ended up being 13 slaps.
takes.
Yeah. But it made for good for a video.
It did.
Made for a totally goofy, random thing.
And I think the best catch of them all actually didn't quite.
No.
Okay,
Right, we had a
here's
great
what
one.
happened was
The best catch is in
It's
the
in
blue.
there
It
somewhere.
is in there.
The best catch that happened, she stood up and she goes, Super Cool Radio. And then we all just stood there for
We
a second,
froze.
really awkwardly. And I was like, happy anniversary. It was like the most awkward thing ever. I loved it. I thought that should have been the final one. But
At that point,
were
we
like,
discussed,
no.
how should we end this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe we should say this. And
It was
then we
just
did it for another 10 times.
A very long
Yeah.
and then we got it
pause.
right.
But it only took us like 30 minutes to accomplish. Let me just say, it looks like it took longer
So
than
tell
that. It was
them
about 30 minutes.
Our inside story about Ice Cold.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So Aaron, myself, Johnny, and one of our old backup singers, Taylor, were in a side project. We did acoustic covers. So we did Hey Ya. And there was a part where we broke it down, and you guys started with what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
It was my fault.
It was your fault. So you were like, what's cooler than being ice cold? And Taylor was like, nothing.
We all stopped and looked at each other in the middle of the song.
Nothing.
It was like, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Whoops.
Nothing. And I don't even know if the crowd caught it.
I don't know either. I don't even remember
We
where it
call back
was.
that joke a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Traverse City.
Oh, it was at Traverse.
Traverse
Okay.
City. Yeah. That
Yeah.
was a crazy night.
It was. That's so funny. So yeah, it follows us around, and that's the backstory.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
I love
super
it.
cool.
I love the clip you guys sent.
I'm so glad.
It was very fun. Made me laugh. I was like, oh, I gotta watch this a few times. So I hope everyone enjoys. It's available on our socials and YouTube. Please check it out. And I appreciate you guys for filming that for our 5th anniversary.
Well, congratulations on 5
Yes.
years.
Yeah.
Super cool, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And to many more, hopefully.
Right.
At least the 6th year. Maybe 7th.
I mean, with how fast time flies, man.
Yeah.
Feels like yesterday I heard about the first interview. I don't think I was there for that.
I don't remember.
No.
I missed the first interview.
You did,
I remember it was in
yeah.
Battle Creek. I remember I missed it. I was disappointed that
We
I
were in
missed
the
it.
RV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old RV.
But hey, you're here for this one.
I wasn't missing
And
the
Phil.
fifth. No
Yep.
way.
Yeah.
Yep. But I know we got quite a bit to discuss for you guys. So I saw at the end of last year, you guys released a music video for Your Highness.
Yes.
So how was the filming that? It looked really cool. I like the location you guys used. So how was that?
Well, each location had its own set of circumstances, I'll say.
As
That's a long term for issues.
There were
Issues.
circumstances, but overall, like we shot 3 different days, and this was all Phil's wife's,
Lauren Hedges.
Lauren Hedges, is Lauren's idea,
wife.
and
Well, it started off with your general concept, right?
yeah. So the song "Your Highness" is written about basically any type of addiction, but it was written specifically about a friend of mine that was dealing with alcoholism a couple years ago, and she tweeted out, "Poured myself a whiskey drink and I don't even want it," and I was like, "Damn, that's a lyric." So I wrote a song about it. And so it's about addiction, specifically it's about alcoholism. So I wanted the video to represent the highs of that and the lows of that. And so that's when Lauren went, okay, buildings, let's shoot on rooftops. And if we could find like a hill at a park or something. And I was like, let's go underwater. I feel like that's as low as you can go physically. And so that's quite literally what happened. And then 4 months of circumstances go by because shooting at locations is terrible and it's complicated.
Well,
Thursdays that never
Yes.
got to happen.
Yes.
because the
Okay,
weather
Thursday
in
we're gonna do
Michigan,
this, and then the weather, and then
Yeah.
okay, well next
Fall time.
Thursday is
So
Yeah.
it's cold and rainy because October in Michigan is
Yeah.
not when you want to do an outdoor shoot.
And even so, I planned the pool shoot in August, and it was cold that day.
It was.
And I froze my ass off. But Phil's dad was so kind; he heated up the pool even hotter for me, which was so nice. And so every single location, again, had its issues and consequences for all the things. But the end result, and again, that was all Lauren's thing. She shot the whole thing and edited the whole thing. And she killed it. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
It could have gone so much worse with how much didn't go the way it was meant to go. We had like 3 or 4 locations in mind that just never panned out.
we destroyed a
honestly.
drone at one of the shots.
Oh my God, yeah.
Industrial Center.
Yeah.
There's
The
a
shot is
scene.
in the.
Yeah.
At the end, the drone is backing away from us. We're up on this mezzanine walkway thing, and the drone is backing away from us. And it goes through this little cutout in the building. And just as it gets through that little spot, it just sort of lost control and continued
Yeah.
backwards into
Yeah,
a
it went
wall.
haywire and just
Of course,
slammed
that
into
didn't
a
make
wall.
it into the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll share that so everybody can see it one day.
Yeah.
Share the
Yeah.
drone crash
For socials.
footage.
Yeah.
But yeah, it stayed running, like the camera stayed running. It just went out of control. Even our friend Brian, who had the drone on site that day, said there's sensors that are supposed to detect the wall behind and stop the collision, but he thinks maybe the lighting was too low or whatever it was. It hit a wall, fell to the ground. The footage is all there. Lauren runs over to it and grabs it, and it didn't
And
survive.
it
but
fell-
we got all we needed.
It fell from like 50 feet.
Yeah. And
It
then
was
took
high.
off again and hit again.
Did it?
Yeah,
they tried
to
to- yeah.
crash into the wall again.
Oh, I don't even think I saw
That
that.
was the
Yeah,
second
it's a
attempt.
test
Oh.
flight.
I think that was the one that broke the.
Really got it.
But we got everything we needed,
Yeah.
luckily.
Yeah. So
So yeah, that
3 locations
video.
and it was great.
Yeah, everything's fine. The video is great.
Yeah, and Aaron didn't drown.
I
so
didn't
Yeah.
drown. Lauren almost did, but I was fine.
They probably needed like heavier weights on her ankle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's harder for you to stay
Yeah.
under the water.
I kept floating, so we had to put ankle weights on me.
True story.
And Lauren also was floating. It was much harder to stay underwater than we anticipated. So,
Definitely a lot of circumstances going on there.
yeah. Loaded question you didn't realize.
I did not
And
realize.
the scene where Aaron's laying on the floor, covered in bird poop.
Yeah.
I laid
Broken glass
You
and
can
bird
see it
poop.
all, and it's just like
The hits that I
Ground
take.
into the cement.
Yeah, the hits
Get
that I
down there,
take.
girl. You're laying in the bird poop for this one.
I laid in bird poop
I
for
was impressed.
probably 10 minutes.
I was very impressed. 'Cause
But
you're
the
kind
shot
of a
is great. The drone shot is great.
I commit to these shots, yo. I commit, okay?
Worth it for the art.
Exactly.
Yes, it's a great shot too.
Yeah,
It's a shitty
I
job,
commit.
but somebody's got to do it.
Hey.
Exactly. I don't think I can sum it up any better. But I know you guys obviously performing tonight, so I will let you guys go here in just a little bit because I know you guys got to get ready. I do got a few questions about the live set tonight. I've not seen you guys in over 4 years. So,
Wow.
can you give any hints of what the set will look like tonight?
It's going to be written on paper with black marker.
I should have saw that coming.
Well, there's gonna be some familiar ones if you've seen us from 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a lot of new ones.
Yeah,
We have a
a lot
whole
of
new
new ones.
record since then. And we're debuting a new one tonight and actually filming some footage for the new video for
Be
this
playing
one.
it at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Probably 3 times.
to get some good footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right on.
We expect
Yeah.
to see you in the front row, Matthew.
Yes.
Hey, me and Shane.
Yes.
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 So yeah, I would say a majority of the set is all new music.
Yep.
Yeah,
Majority
because
of it.
there might only be like 2 or 3 songs that you saw or that you've seen before.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that was before Madness, and majority of the set is from Madness.
And even those songs that he has seen have probably changed.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
some
we've
mashups.
even-
mashups.
Maybe a mashup or two there.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Or
yeah.
3.
Weren't there before.
A lot has changed.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to it. Can't believe it's been over 4 years since
I
I've seen you
know.
guys live.
Wow, yeah.
So I'm very much looking
Oh,
forward
and
to
Bill's
it.
on bass.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It feels on bass.
That probably is the biggest change.
Yeah, we like right when you first
It was right
met us.
after, yeah.
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 Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think Andrew was in the RV when
Yeah,
we
he was-
did the interview.
yeah. Yeah, he was
Wow.
part of
Andrew
the
was there and you guys weren't.
In Battle Creek.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
I
bizarre.
don't think you participated though.
I think you said
I
like 2
remember-
lines.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember why I wasn't there, and it's because
Sit
the Sturgis incident.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
forgot your
before.
healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
You
it's,
kind of need that.
Yeah.
I think
Well, he
it's 2
forgot
lines.
his clothes tonight.
If I remember,
kind of need those.
Yeah.
if I remember
But it's fine.
his 2 lines were,
fine.
"Where's Phil?" and "Where's Darren?"
You might be right. I don't know.
This is our redemption interview.
Yes. Well, I do got just a few more things I did want to cover. So for the set tonight, for each of you, favorite song to perform live?
Goddess for me because it's so different than listening to it on the record. It's something about the energy of it on like live on stage. It just really hits hard.
I was gonna say the same one because of that exact reason.
Yeah.
Because I always knew when I put together the initial idea and then we developed it as a band. But I knew when I was initially putting it together, it was gonna turn into something like that, where it was gonna be a live thing, a staple. It's my favorite song to play
Like
live.
really simple, but really like lots of space between the hits.
Exactly. Yeah. What's yours, Darren? Drum solo?
No, I think this is gonna sound stupid, but I think my favorite song of the night is probably the first one because I know it's the one that's kicking off the set.
That's not stupid. That's
Yeah.
a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
But it's not even necessarily the song. I just know that's the start of our moment of to get out there and.
Yeah.
It's a
hold
strong
the stage
start.
for
What's
us.
the name of that song?
It's called Bleed. Yeah. Thank you. See, I know the set well. I know the set well.
I really didn't know the first song. I'm just kidding. Please tell me.
I had some. I looked at the set list so I could make a choice.
Yeah, it's just it's the first song. It's something to look forward to. I know we got the whole set ahead of us. So
Right.
probably won't be the last song for me, even though it's a great song.
Right.
Yeah, it's the end of the night.
Of the set list tonight, my favorite is K-Bye. It's probably still my favorite on Madness. It's my favorite solo on Madness. And it's the song that I can emote into the most. And I just have a lot of fun singing the words that I wrote.
Because how much more relatable it is than to just get the fuck out.
I can't even
Yeah.
go the fuck away. Like those are the words. So I think
We have to finish this interview first.
I know.
Hold on.
I definitely relate to that one the most. It's the most fun to say out loud.
My favorite is when we perform it and Phil like goes away and you're like, no,
No,
not
not you. You're fine. Yeah, I never know when you're gonna do that either. So
Sometimes I forget. Yeah.
I would say mine is Binge.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's just
That's a good one.
Another
it's just so, I don't know, it's such an easy but
Straightforward
heavy
record,
riff. And it's got all that space too, kind of like Goddess in those
We're all
verses.
playing the
It's got
exact
that
same thing.
Yeah, it's got that big space and just big power chords, power bits.
Our bits. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Power
I couldn't say it any better. But Johnny, you gonna get all the solos right tonight?
We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try
I
my
was hoping
best.
for a yes.
If he doesn't, I guarantee you, none of us are gonna realize it.
Oh no, he'll just start smiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's his tell.
That's a big tell.
Smiles real
Yeah,
big.
if I start smiling a lot during a solo, that means I messed up.
If I get some pictures of you smiling, I'll know.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
Let's hope I look angry
Is
the
your
whole
can
set.
still on the set list?
It
Yes,
is.
it
Okay.
is. There's a special little mashup with it.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
that was
Some
been-
Detroit representation.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I got.
And we should dedicate it to Matthew. this time of year, then.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, we will.
Yes.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
Now we
it.
know.
I got a wacky question before we head out. So it's a question I've not asked in a very long time. So for you guys, for each of you, if you're an Oreo, what flavor would you be?
I don't even know what the Oreo flavors are.
Fuck.
Original.
I think there's a Gaga.
Mine would be. It's not a. I don't think it's a flavor, but the Halloween Oreos. But the orange stuffing, I don't think there's a difference, but it looks dope.
Yeah.
So that's what I am.
Absolutely. I just discovered these probably in the past year, but the peanut butter pie Oreos.
Ooh.
That's
Try
just
those. Those sound good.
yeah, they're really good, and that's why it's me because I'm really good.
I like it. That's good.
And peanut
And-
butter.
and
yeah,
modest.
I made of peanut butter.
Yeah.
The double chocolate ones, where the filling is also chocolate.
Oh,
Oh.
it's a lot of chocolate.
I like a lot of chocolate.
I'm
Goes on
gonna.
the
I
dark
don't
side.
know what the Oreo flavors are, so I'm just gonna make one up, and maybe it exists. But like, I would be like a pink cotton candy Oreo, double
man.
stuffed.
Why haven't they made
Double
that?
I
stuffed.
think the Lady Gaga one is something like that.
I had
It
them,
was
but I
like-
don't remember what
It's
flavor
like
they
pink
were.
and orange.
I even bought them. I just
I
don't
know.
remember what they were. But I'm just gonna make that shit up. Double stuffed cotton candy pink.
Do it, Oreo. Do it.
Do it.
Nabisco.
Yeah, if it's not something, make it something.
Yes.
The Elsie Binx Oreo.
Yes.
If I could make up my own flavor, I would make Johnny Vegas Oreo.
Yes.
Yes.
Tequila, watermelon,
for that.
Watermelon tequila Oreos.
Red Bull. Yes.
All right. Well, for me, it's always the frozen Oreos because they're super cool.
Oh, I've never tried that.
Nice.
What's cooler than cool? Frozen Oreo.
Yes. All right. Close out this interview. So, you guys have been very busy lately, even releasing some new music and music videos. All of that, filming a music video tonight, actually, too. So, what is like the rest of 2024 looking like for you guys?
More music.
More music.
Yeah, more
We've
music.
More
got, like,
music.
More music.
Like,
More music
at least
videos.
2 or 3 songs that are going to be ready to go.
Uh-huh.
So we can-
Yeah, we had an explosion of demos over the pandemic,
Yeah.
so we've got
Yeah.
a lot to go through.
Yeah.
We spent a good couple of years on a full-length record. And
Yeah.
I think moving forward, we're going to probably concentrate more on singles and really try to put more, single songs out there as opposed to, a couple of years on a record. It'd be nice
Yeah.
to keep launching stuff out as often as we can.
Yeah.
And some gigs here and there as well. We have June 1st coming up in Battle Creek with Plush and Kaleido. I'm sure there will be plenty of things sprinkled in along the way as well. So,
We stream regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitch.
Every Thursday night, yeah.
Make sure follow them on there as well. And some of you guys actually have individual channels as well.
Yep.
That you guys stream very regularly, so make sure to check those out as well. I'll leave links in the description for everything. Please check out and support Elsie Binx, a band that I really enjoy, and I'm very happy to be here
glad you're
to
here.
make the trip
Yes,
out here to. the
thank you for
Music Lounge.
coming.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Of course. So for all of Elsie Binx, of Darren, Jen, Aaron, Phil, and Johnny, got all the names right. I'm your host as always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for watching. Listen to Super Cool Radio, and remember, stay frosty.
Super cool radio.
Please welcome from Wisconsin, the Almas.
So pumped to be on Super Cool Radio.
Thanks for having us back.
Of course. I always every year I was like, I gotta book the Almas for an interview, and it happens every year.
And
So
we were
does.
due for one.
We were
due.
Yes.
I know we got quite a bit to discuss. I'm also losing my voice. I apologize in advance, but that's because I was rocking out so much.
But you sound great.
Good. I don't know. The voice isn't feeling great, I can tell you.
You could be a rock singer at this point.
Yeah, you could be. You got the gravelly.
Yeah.
Good. You'll hear me. I'm going to sing blues here very soon. All right, so I know as I said, we got quite a bit to discuss. First question for Crystal.
Oh.
Why do you have Josh as the wallpaper of your laptop?
So we just wrapped up a photo shoot in LA, and we were looking at the photos. As soon as we received them, we're like, cool, let's find a coffee shop. We'll get the laptop, put it on the big screen, and we'll have coffee and look at all the photos. Well, there was one specific photo that was in the overview file, which was like, the photographer's selected photos. And that was one of them. Mm-hmm. And I think it was just to be funny because we got a kick out of it.
Yeah, it was a weird like setup shot, like just a test.
It was like a test
just
photo.
Included it, and I was like,
and
okay.
it captured Josh's essence so well. Mm-hmm. But so we were going through the photos, and that was one of the photos there. But then we had some other shots of Andrew looking like a Calvin Klein model. And so I had to go to the bathroom. Like, well, we're gonna leave this at this point where Andrew's like, I think it was one of, we were like on the ground, I think, posing. I forget what I left you guys with, but I came back and they're trying to like, let's wrap this up, let's move on, let's go. And I'm like, well, we still have more photos to look at, or do this. And they're like, no, let's go. And Frank's pretty adamant. I'm like, I don't know what just happened. Okay, fine. Start closing out everything, taking my time, and as soon as I hit the exit on the full web browser, I just have Josh's face, and I swear I almost fell out of the damn stool that I was sitting in.
She physically recoiled.
Yeah, it terrified me.
It was Andrew's idea.
Yeah, all because I left it on his modeling photo.
I plead the fifth.
You left your laptop unlocked around the three of us.
I did leave it unlocked, unfortunately, but it times out, so I thought it would just like time out right away.
Not fast enough.
And it's got a fingerprint like to open it, so I was like, they don't have my fingerprint. It's safe. It's whatever. And I thought they were adults. I'm the youngest in the band, but apparently I'm not the most juvenile. So
I had the thought to do that right as I saw that picture, and then I was like, she left, I'm doing this.
Opportunity, yeah.
it was like,
Josh had a
well,
good feel of it.
it would have been a waste to not do it.
You convinced me.
Okay, yeah, maybe a little bit.
All right, well, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that, I guess. I don't know if... So yeah, check out their stories.
why.
That's what
Andrew's
happened.
fault.
That's what happened.
Why is everybody blaming Ian? I don't blame you, Andrew.
I appreciate that, Matt.
It was his idea.
I
Of course.
I don't know.
Bunch of tattletales.
Tattletales. No. Well, the thing was, I didn't change it right away either. Like I didn't have time to change it. I was like, well, I'll do it later. And then I said I'll do it later again. But every time I would like open up my laptop, and then it would be Josh's face, and like Josh said, physically recoil. And Josh is like, what just happened? He'd start laughing. You didn't change it.
So what is your normal wallpaper for your laptop?
My normal wallpaper for my laptop was supposed to be the Rock Creative logo, which is our business for the cases that we build, like our display cases and merch, our merch setup. And so it was a really cool background, and I was really proud of it. And I was like, ooh, small business owner. And then it's now Josh's face.
Is it still Josh's face?
It is
today?
not.
Okay.
It is a band photo.
Oh, okay.
It's a group
So
photo.
Josh is still in it.
I mean, the next
My
step
face
is to
is still
crop
on
half
her.
of his head out of it. Only half of his head.
Wait, which side, left or right?
Oh,
It's
whatever.
the right side because
It would be his right side in the photo.
Yeah, because I was looking to the left.
Stage right. It was a photo.
This is what you get on Super Cool Radio. You find out what Crystal's wallpaper on a laptop is. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the important questions.
It is.
Not the music, not tours.
What you
it's
always
my
wanted to know.
wallpaper.
But I do got a few more things, and I have to get to before this interview. So you did already mention you guys started your own business.
Yes.
So if anyone's interested, where can they check that out, and what do you guys offer?
Well, Frank, why don't you take over?
We're building our website right now, so that's a thing. But right now you can message us on Facebook. You can look up Rock Creative LLC. And we build the merch display case. If you've ever seen an Almas show, you know that the way we display our merch has been kind of a thing lately, and we finally
upgraded it.
Yes, we did upgrade. We finally have a production version now, which if you go to our Facebook, you'll see a nice video of it. And so, yeah, we build those cases, and yeah, we're looking to design some other shirt racks and stuff in the coming year. So, pretty good.
Yeah.
Very good. Please check out and support them. I will leave some links in the description for that as well. All right, so now I interviewed a band I think you guys are very familiar with earlier this year. That is Reign of Z.
Oh, I think we've heard of them before.
Just maybe a little
Sounds
bit.
familiar.
So,
Damn it, Berg.
So they wanted me to ask you guys, will there be a part 3 of the Left 4 Dead tour?
I think it's kind of said. I mean, part 2 was booked before we went on part 1. So part 3 is just kind of, we're just waiting for schedules to align.
It's basically like when and where.
Yeah,
Reign
it's like
of
you
Z,
tell
like-
us. If you're, don't ask the question. Just make it happen. Let's do it.
Yeah.
They also suggested they wanted to call it the Toxic X Tour.
Toxic X
Oh,
tour.
Yeah.
that's
Ooh,
cool.
spicy.
Yeah, so that's their suggestion because you guys need a break from each other for a little bit. Then you get back together.
Okay, Toxic X.
Toxic X.
That's
I like
cool.
it.
I dig it. I'm in.
Also, Zosha mentioned, so specifically for her and Crystal, if you guys were ever to tour Australia, because that somehow came up in our interview, just watch it, that you guys would most likely die from trying to pet something that is very dangerous.
This is true.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure a koala bear would kill me. But they look very cuddly. And
Doesn't Australia have those gigantic like spiders?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, see-
everything's gigantic and
yeah, see,
you're-
I'm not necessarily. See, I'm 50-50 with that. I am terrified of spiders, but one that big, I might try to ride it. You know,
Don't they eat
like,
birds?
yeah, they
They
do.
probably eat everything.
Yeah.
They eat birds.
This is all under the assumption
People
that I'm
are
even
bigger
going to
than
step
birds.
foot into Australia.
You're
See,
making the
Birds.
bubble boy.
dude, I don't know.
We're not even talking about the snakes yet.
Dude, that's see, I'm not.
Snakes.
Yeah,
I'm just not going to be
Well,
there. I'm tracked, dude.
And
like-
in the water
Trapped.
too, there's jellyfish
Right.
and all those, all the other fish in the waters. They're not safe land or water.
no, see,
No.
yeah.
Okay, well,
Australia sounds like a hellhole.
Yeah,
so.
my aunt
I'll
and
go.
my 2 cousins moved to Australia for a period of time, and they were finding spiders in their house like all the time. Luckily, they didn't come across any like big crazy things, but they definitely had a lot of spiders. So
okay, so will we see a tour of Australia?
I'll do it.
Yep.
I'm down.
Sure.
We'll put Frank in a bubble wrap.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, only thing is trying to get the band to
Carting
Australia. You need like pontoons.
Dude, we've
Yeah.
discussed this at
Floaty.
length how we would do
Yeah.
it.
Floaties.
Pool noodles.
Like
You
rubber
just get enough
ducky.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, just a couple rubber duckies around each
Yep.
tire and
Yeah.
around Frank because he can't
And the
swim.
trailer.
And the trailer. Yeah, you need the trailer.
Yeah, the
Come on,
trailer's
yeah.
the more important
Yeah,
one. You know,
exactly.
screw the van at that point.
We'll
The
just build a
trailer
wind
needs to
sail.
make it.
So Chris, I have a question. Have you tried to pet anything very dangerous in real life?
A prairie dog was the most recent.
I was gonna say a donkey.
A dog. Well, yeah, I got bit by both. The dog. So, in my defense, so we were in Texas for the prairie dog, and there was a prairie dog petting zoo that I thought that these were prairie dogs from that petting zoo because it was in the area. I saw a sign for it, so my brain registered pet the prairie dogs that you see. Well, we're at a gas station, not a petting zoo. We were eating, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go and wash my hands because my sister had a hamster. So I figured it would be similar. Just wash your hands so they can't smell the food on you. The mangiest one of the group came up. One kind of came by me, but kind of like was like, no, never mind. I don't want to deal with you. But this mangy one came over, and our sound engineer, Rob, at the time, it came by him, and it licked his hand, and it was super cute. It was mangy looking, but it was super cute. And then he comes to me, and I'm like, now is my moment. And I'm like, oh my God. And I have a video of me like baby talking this little rodent. And it bit me. And all I said was, aw, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just, so I can't exist with animals, but I love them a lot. The donkey was another petting zoo story. It bit my wrist, and Frank was more mad that it bit the jacket that I was wearing.
That's important.
It was it's one of my favorite jackets.
Yeah, he's very supportive.
Yeah, she was
Yeah, it
wearing
was
my
his
jacket.
and the donkey bit me, and he was just like, "Well, knock it off." I'm like, I didn't ask him to bite my wrist. He was like, "Oh, he's biting your wrist." Well, I want it off my jacket.
No, I didn't say that. I was just like,
you were.
I thought it bit on the jacket. Well, get out of there. Well, then it was on her wrist, and at that point, I'm like, what are you supposed to do? Like punch it in the head? Like, how do you get it to let go of your wrist? Like, I don't know, And luckily, it just let go.
It let go eventually.
Yeah.
I gave it the whole feed thing that I had for the petting zoo accidentally. So it was empty, and I wanted to pet him goodbye, and then he bit my wrist. I was like, well.
So
greedy.
you fed it and it still bit you?
It still bit me. He's greedy.
See, it was still hungry.
He was still hungry.
It wasn't malicious. It was just hungry.
He was just hungry. It was a misunderstanding. And then there were children throwing chickens next to it. It was kind of chaotic.
This is
sounds like a lot going on.
It was. It's an adventure. Anytime we stop someplace.
I believe that from the previous stories you guys have told. So.
Yes.
But we do gotta be closing this out because it's like past midnight already. But we gotta talk about the future plans for the Almas. We're already in March, so what is like the rest of 2024 looking like for you guys?
Do you wanna? I don't know what I can
If you're at
say,
liberty
Frank.
to say
I'm gonna let
anything.
Frank say it so that if we get in trouble for oversharing, it's Frank's fault.
Well, we are going to be releasing Lifeline coming up here. So another single, which we've been playing out for a while, but we shot a music video and there's a whole bunch of issues why it's not done yet. But now it'll be released soon. So
We've been trying.
we've been
real hard.
trying, man, but it's going to be good. So we got that coming out. We got numerous amount of tours. One that maybe or may not take us off of this continent. So there's that. So we're not going to the moon
Not yet.
but we are getting off the
Not
continent.
yet.
It's step one.
You gotta explore this country,
Earth.
Gotta
Exactly. So,
explore Earth.
yes. So I'm not at liberty to say, but yes, we have some big tours planned.
Right on.
Yeah, some studio time.
Yes,
A cruise.
Music.
Unofficial. Yeah, but there will be a cruise.
Yeah.
That will be going on.
I think we can at least say their cruise is going to be in September.
Yeah.
We can at least say that. We haven't made the official
you
announcement,
can-
but
yeah.
there's a cruise in September.
You can hang with us on a cruise ship, listen to some rock and roll, and then
If you like pina coladas.
or free buffet food.
and
just
ice
saying.
cream.
Like,
Cruise
it's-
ship ice
Plenty of
cream.
perks.
Honestly, though, Matt, you should go. Like, come on, like a cruise ship, like
Super cool
it would be.
dude.
radio.
Come on, can you
On
just
the
imagine
water.
the
Super cool on Super Cool Radio on the
dude?
screen.
Can you
Yeah.
just imagine? Just imagine us like on a beach in Mexico doing an interview. That would be
I
kind
gotta
of
get
cool.
my passport.
Or, well, no, actually, you don't. So as long as you don't go 2 miles into Mexico, you're good.
Yep, you don't
so
need
stay
one.
where the tourists are, and you're.
You just need a driver's license.
just
Do you
need a
drive?
driver's license.
I have one of
See,
those.
good.
See, there you go. I think
You're
it's
good.
happening.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe
Okay.
Super Cool could interview all the bands that are performing
That
and
would
make
be
it like
really
a
nice.
whole like a season, like its own season or something. Ooh.
Season, hey.
Hey.
Putting the C in season.
Love
All right,
it.
we're gonna have to talk more about this after the interview. But maybe you'll see. I'm gonna catch some surf and wipe out, and everyone's gonna laugh at me.
Awesome.
But stay tuned. Stay tuned. But thank you guys so much. Always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. I love rocking out with you guys.
Oh.
It's always fun. Check out. They have released, unreleased music. So make sure to pick up an EP at a show.
Yep.
Or there is a website. Is it on the website?
It is not on the
No.
website
Okay.
because it's not released.
Show exclusive.
It's
Very good.
Yeah. See us
So-
in person, rock out with us, and go home with the new album.
Well, fantastic. Make sure to check out and support the Almas. See them anytime you can. It is always a fun time. I will have some links for the Almas in the description. As I said, please support this awesome band. For Andrew, Frank, Crystal, and Josh of the Almas, I'm your host as always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Super Cool Radio. And remember, stay frosty.
Frosty.